So, hello, welcome to the Fairy Tale Podcast. We're live with Todd Haberkorn, Natsu himself. I, of course, am the fake Natsu. Since I remember a conversation of you saying, "Hey, this is the real Natsu." And I'm like, "Okay, fine, I'll be fake Natsu."
Yeah, and now he goes around calling us all fake. Like,
See what you started. See what you did. No, guys, go ahead and start posting your questions. We know that there is a bit of a lag between the live show and the comments, as they will show up on YouTube and Google+. So go ahead and start posting your questions.
I'm happy to be.
We will be asking those later on. I've got a couple of things really quick. And did he freeze?
I think so.
All right. I can't tell.
Well, we go live and he freezes first thing off
He
the
goes
bat.
live and he freezes. Yay! Welcome to live shows. Welcome to live shows.
At least we got to talk to him for a little bit off there.
Technical difficulties. Oh no.
I know. I love how we get there just in time for the freezing. Guys, I'm pretty sure he'll be back. So make sure to submit your questions. This is the funniest thing, man. It happens all the time. We're used to it.
It's like we're cursed with the freeze ghost for interviews.
The freeze ghost. Yes, we're totally cursed. Omar says hi. We had Todd for like half a second. There he is.
Yar!
Yeah. If it ever freezes up on you like that again, just go ahead and click the refresh button, and that'll solve all of it. Oh, did it? No, it did it again. Host on the internet.
Got it.
Oh wait, there he goes. There he goes. Think
I'm
he
here.
said, yeah. Okay, he's moving. He's moving. Yay.
I'm on. Okay.
Yeah, just refresh if it happens again. That's usually. And now there are two of you.
Let's
Do you
see.
see the face you're stuck on? That's usually.
Why is that there? Mute. There we go. I don't know why he's there.
Usually when you freeze, it'll always have that show up for like a couple of minutes after you log in, and then it'll eventually go away. It's usually the funniest faces that it freezes on, too.
It's your evil twin.
It's your evil twin. That's exactly what it is.
I guess so. Yeah.
All right. So,
oh, there he goes.
So really, really quickly, just because I know that we have some birthdays today, I'm gonna go ahead and say it because I didn't actually say it to them on Facebook, and I figured, Todd, since you're here, Charles, A.K.A. our Makarov from our show, as well as Nick, who you see on the call, he is our Gray. It's their birthdays today.
All right,
So,
on.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
happy birthday to both of y'all, and Todd, you can.
How old are we dealing with here?
I'm the oldest person on the show, so yeah.
I thought Master was older than you.
How old are you? How old are you, Nick?
23.
23. Yeah. About
Right on.
a year difference from me.
Very cool. So you guys, are you cake people or what? Are you pie people? What's the deal? I have a friend who's really weird about it. He likes the frosting. He doesn't like the cake. And if he can't have the frosting, he wants pie instead of that. And I don't get that.
Cheesecake.
Practically. Cheesecake? Okay.
Cheesecake is good. Cheesecake is very good. I'll agree to that, sir. I will very much.
I tried making cheesecake the other day, or no, it was last month, and I came downstairs, and my boyfriend's mom is in the kitchen, and I'm like, I need 5 things of cream cheese. And she goes, what? And like, ran in there, had socks on, so I slid in like epic fashion, ran in there, I need 5 things of cream cheese, and she just goes, what?
Well, yeah.
When you need cream cheese, you need cream cheese. I mean, that's
Indeed.
that's all there is to it.
Alrighty. Let's go ahead. First and foremost, let's talk about Haberkorn. For anybody who's watching that may not know, tell them what Haberkorn is about.
Haberkorn was a gift to me from the guy that runs Anime Vegas, and he decided to do a con for me for a birthday present, and it has my name on it, but I actually have very little to do with it. I make suggestions as to like what I think would be cool if it happened, but ultimately, like he's the principal and I'm just the student, and the only thing that I really kind of have control over, I guess, is the concert. So
Mm.
Tyler's is going to be on drums. Chris George, who's engineered and is in Fairy Tale a bit, is going to be on bass, and then I've
Mm.
got a cool lead guitarist, and then I'll be on vocals and rhythm guitar, and so we'll be doing that next Friday and Saturday. So Friday is like zip lining and like dinners together and all that stuff, and then Saturday is a big normal con day, but we not exactly normal like what you see when you go to cons. We're putting spins on things, so it should be fun.
I did see on the website the whole ziplining thing, and I was like, I want to do that now.
Yeah,
Why
it
am
should be
I not in America?
I can't. I can't afford to go right now. I would love to, but I can't.
Yeah, one of the things that we're doing is that people that sign up and they get the VIP ticket, it enters them into a drawing, and the winner, I will produce their voiceover demo.
Oh, cool.
But that should be fun.
I've got
Because I have a ton of free time,
improvement.
so we'll see what happens. But yeah, no, it should be a good time, and I actually what am I going to be doing right beforehand? I know I'm literally going to be working right up until it's time for the
Consult your
con. So.
phone. It seems to know your life more than you do.
Well, that's the thing is like I have 11 people that work under me, and they all know my schedule better than I do. Let's see.
What am I supposed to be
Monday,
doing in 20 minutes?
Monday and Tuesday is Fairy Tale. Wednesday,
Exclusives right here.
Wednesday is something for a special something special for next year.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday
Did you say jumping or dumping?
at the same time, both. Thursday, what am I doing Thursday? There's something I'm doing. Oh, audiobook.
Hey.
Then Friday's con. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to finish. I'm supposed to finish 2 audiobooks between now and the 14th. I don't see how that's going to happen.
Just to look into the crazy schedule that you guys have a lot of it.
It's a slow week then, yeah?
Yeah, slow week.
Yeah, I did take a vacation once. I took a vacation 2.5 years ago on Thanksgiving. I took 2 days off.
Oh,
Yeah,
2 days?
At MomoCon, I was talking with Jeremy and congratulating her because she recently got married this year, and she was saying that like, yeah, we had the wedding and everything, and then both of us, like her and her husband, both immediately had to go to work, so they didn't really get their honeymoon because like she had to go right into the studio the next day, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
you guys have crazy schedules. You do.
Did they ever go on their honeymoon?
I don't know. I actually, that's another thing that I need to talk to Jeremy about is they have these awesome fairy tale necklaces on Etsy.
Oh.
I bought one of them, and they come as a pair. This is the Lucy one. It's got her pink fairy tale logo on there,
Yeah.
and it says Lucy and Natsu forever. And the Natsu one is a red fairy tale icon, the same fairy tale symbol that he has, and it says Natsu Lucy forever. And I've been trying to get this to her forever, but yeah, that was part of the reason why I needed to get her on at some point, is so I could give her the stuff I said.
Yes, I saw her recently at a con, and it was the first time I'd seen her in at least a year.
Oh yeah.
I hadn't seen her in a year, and we don't live that far away from each other.
Right.
But yeah, it's crazy. I live. Like, I'm trying to think of someone else. There's someone else like that I live like right down the street from, and I never see them. And I like my buddies. Like, we got the new Call of Duty, So I'm in the new Call of Duty, and I wanted to. We play Call of Duty anyway, but I downloaded the Day Zero package, and I was getting ready to play, and I haven't had any time to play with my boys, so they kind of quit calling me because every time we set up a time to play for an evening, I'm like, okay, good, that sounds great, and then as it gets closer, something comes up, and I'm never ever able to play.
What system do you play on?
Well, it just depends on what everybody else gets. So like right now they have they have PS4s. So we play it on PS4, but I think they're going to get Xbox Ones, and I have that too, so I might pick it up for that. So I don't know what they're
I
going to
want an Xbox One so badly because the Master Chief Collection is coming out, and I want that.
Well, do you have a 360?
I have a 360, but they're not releasing it for the 360. It's only
but Best Buy is if you trade in your 360, they'll give you like I think it's like 150 for your Xbox 360 towards an Xbox One.
I don't make that kind of money.
Then the the One is $200 after that. So you take your 360 games and you sell those because they're not backwards compatible.
Right.
And boom, and you get the money. Problem solved.
I may do this. I may do this straight up eventually. Yeah. But if you don't already have one, man, I will do this one shot. And I've said this on the show before, but if you have Destiny and you play it for PS3, add Natsu Podcaster.
Oh, should I get that game? Is that a good game?
Destiny, yeah, it's actually really, really fun. Everybody keeps calling it a third-person shooter, but it's actually more like an MMO. And the game, the story that's out for the game right now, because they don't release any expansions until December, is only the first 10th of the story. So when you actually play through the game, when you actually start playing the game and you realize that's just a 10th of the story, then you're like, holy crap, this is going to be awesome. And it's actually a lot of fun. If I start talking about that game right now, that'll be
we'll never get anywhere.
Yeah, we'll not get anywhere. But it's a really fun game, and if you have a PS3 and you want to play with some people on PS3, play with the Natsu, the fake Natsu here. Yeah, I'll play.
See, that's the sad thing is that like I didn't become a PlayStation fan until 4.
Right.
Because I was always like Xbox. I'm an Xbox man, or I'm a Wii, and because I was like so anti Sony, and then when the PS4 came around, I started playing Battlefield 4. And I was like, this game is awesome. And
I started out kind of in the same way, and then I got a PS3. We got a PS3, and I was happy that first and foremost to have something that played Blu-ray, and then I picked up Destiny for PS3 because another podcaster friend gave me a code so I could play the beta with him, and I got so addicted to the game playing the beta that I was like, well, I'm going to pick up Destiny for the PS3 now. It's just a done deal. And
sure.
Yeah. And so that's kind of how it went around. But going back to the interview, you kind of already touched on some new projects that you're working on, but what are some things that are coming out that you can talk about that you've been working on?
Gosh. Well, let's see.
It's the phone.
I guess Sailor Moon, of course, I can talk about.
Yeah, you're Jadeite. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. That's out. Tierno in Pokemon is rocking and rolling. Sho Minazuki in Persona 4 Ultimax. Judar and Maggie. And
Judar! Oh my God, he's the evil Maggie. He is the evil Magi.
Yes. Yeah. So there's some other stuff. I can't. That's all I can mention now. I mean, there's a big announcement coming next week. And so that'll be fun. Those announcements begin next week for sure. So I believe my announcement is Tuesday or Wednesday.
And of course, we all know that there's more fairy tale anime coming out of Japan, so there's a lot more Natsu in your future, definitely.
Yeah, totally.
But here's the one thing we will go ahead and spoil for you.
Okay. All right. I need Igneal, I know that.
Okay, there you go, done, right there. He already knows. Yes, Igneal has shown back up in the manga and is actually fighting Acnologia. So
Oh, okay.
It does eventually
Good. It's
happen.
about time. It only
Yeah.
took 170 something episodes.
Oh, it's so much further than that. It hasn't happened in the anime yet. It's in the manga.
Jeez.
Crunchyroll actually publishes the manga simultaneously with Japan, and
Mhm.
and that's what we use is like when we dub the manga now, we use the Crunchyroll stuff. So we're so happy to not be having to work with halfway scanlated stuff. We've got official translations, and it's very clean,
Yeah.
and it's just a lot more fun to mess around with too.
Sure, yeah,
But
totally.
but yeah, that's one of the things that's coming up. That's really really cool, and we're looking very 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 excitedly to it. Especially because when we do the shows on Monday, it's like 24 hours later the new chapter comes out on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
So it's also really really cool for us because we're like basically the last word on the manga for that week, and then the next chapter shows up, and we're like, yeah, we get really excited for the next day. So
Yeah, awesome.
it's not like a long waiting period between the two for both us and for our guild mates, which is what we more or less call the audience. There are guild mates.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very cool. How many guild mates are out there right now?
Oh
What's
my god. I don't even know because it's crazy. Like I think we've got like 2,000 people following us on just Google Plus alone. Facebook hit over 1,000. We're we're still in the hundreds on Tumblr, but that's mostly because we just kind of got started, and we're about to crack 3,000 on Twitter. So
nice?
it's just I'm beyond surprised with just how much attention we've been slowly getting, and now we're transitioning over from our WordPress website to our actual .com that we
Yeah,
got.
I'm working on that right now.
We actually have a legit website now, and we picked up sponsors for the show. So
Awesome.
eventually we'll be able to like just do this, and it will help contribute into the OTP manga thing that I was talking about as well.
Yeah. Very
Also,
cool.
also we've got Christmas parody songs and general anime parody stuff that's coming out. A lot of it is very fairy tale based. Um Tyler and Heather Walker both heard me sing the the song "So Happy Together." I did a fairy tale version of that, and I gave them like a little snippet of that earlier before.
I
Uh,
hope it was about Natsu and Plu.
it's actually Natsu is actually singing to Igneel, and then
Oh,
Yuki's singing to her mother and father. Gray is singing to and Urza is singing to Rob. So it's basically people that they miss that they're all singing to.
okay.
But Plu shall live on forever.
Oh, he has to. Okay, so the Twitter update. Let's
Yes.
see. Um, Fallen Woman says, "I want this, yes," and she sent out hashtag. Bio0216 says, "Yes, let's." Kelsey Allen says, "Yes, I'm all fired up." Carius Demetrios says, "Even Todd Haberkorn wants Fairy Tale and Toonami." Jay Koo says, "I've been waiting for that since Toonami came back." Natalie Bell says, "Yes, please." Hashtag Julia Sarah Chimi says, "Yes, Fairy Tale is on, yeah." Yuki Nagato says, "I totally agree with you." Lazaro Feria says, "I'm fired up. Come on, guys, make it happen."
Yes.
Corey Glatt says, "I'm down with this." Genesis says, "Do it, do it." Roberto says, "Hell yeah, let's get some Fairy Tale on that TV." Jennifer Harvey says, "Yes, this needs to happen." Anime Herald says, they just retweeted it. Juvia's Doppelganger says, "Do it, please." Spencer Brando says, "This must happen. I'm surprised Fairy Tale hasn't been added to Toonami yet." And then it
Right.
was favorited by 14 others, retweeted by 14 others, and I think it's been, I posted it
Only a
17
few
minutes ago,
minutes.
so we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
It hasn't been there for long, and I'm hoping this garners more traction, especially if we can get well, Tyler and Heather will probably retweet it. But if we could get more of the cast in on it, man, I know that that'll be a big thing if it can just keep growing and keep growing. My next question for you, we have another fairy tale fan in your family as well. So how's your son doing?
Oh, thank you for asking. He's great. He just turned 10 a couple weeks ago,
Oh wow.
and yeah, and he's having his last baseball game of the season tomorrow, which unfortunately do this baseball game, but afterwards we're gonna play some Super Smash Brothers, right? So it's
Yes.
like, okay, yeah, we'll fire it up. So we'll have to play. He's I can't tell if he's really good. He beats me, but it's not because he knows the moves. So he's doing the kid thing where
Button smash.
you button mash, but not the same buttons. You just do different combinations of things, and it just kind of works out into a perfect storm. Where I'm trying to come at it with a little bit of technique, he's just he's he's not bad by default. So, but so we're gonna do that. But no, he's great. He's great. He's a great kid. He's wonderful.
I just love that when I found out that you showed him Fairy Tale and he became a fan. I was like, yay!
Oh
Keep it
yeah,
going.
yeah. He's the biggest Pokemon fan, but then
Oh,
right after
hey.
Fairy Tale. Now, if Fairy Tale had a trading card game, I think it would be Fairground. So.
Okay, A1 Studios. Okay, Kodansha. You hear it?
Hint.
But I mean, now you've got Maggie coming up, and that's a huge title as well. That's really popular online as well.
Okay, good to know.
Crunchyroll. So this is another good series to get him into, especially because it's not like really fan servicey or anything. I mean, the main character, Aladdin, he's childish and he likes boobs, but that's about as far as it really goes. Most of it is actually kind of
Like he might be my son.
hmm With the especially with like some of the later story that happens, it gets really in depth and very very internal. So it's really really cool. Plus, I know some of the things from the manga that are happening in the manga that you're gonna have a lot to do as Judar. It's gonna be a lot of fun for you. And
Okay.
who doesn't love playing the villain?
Well, I mean, I'm still getting Sword Art Online hate, so.
Oh, are you?
But yeah.
Wow. Still getting
Why
hate.
are you getting Sword Art Online hate?
Oh, they hated Oberon.
Oh, did
Yeah.
you not know? Did you not know he's the villain from the second half of Sword Art Season 1?
Yeah, I know that.
Oberon.
Oh, they hated me.
Oh, wow.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I get it.
Well, they don't hate you. They hate the character. Let's clarify that.
You know you're doing your job well if you're getting hate.
I'm gonna take it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's a compliment. It's a compliment. You did your
hope so.
job. They hate that character.
I hope so.
No. Okay. Really quickly, Tamari, just to update
Tamari?
you. Yeah.
Tamari's one of my
I'm
names.
Naruto ended yesterday. I'm still not
Oh,
over
no,
that.
it didn't ding to tell me that she came
No.
on.
No, Lisana, I'm sorry. No, but just
Be right back.
to correct you, it was 7:30, not actually 8:30. We had to change it forward.
Oh shit! I
Yeah.
was still thinking about it being. Oh
I
my god!
see
Wow!
you posted-
I've been sitting here this whole time
I see you
going,
on
okay,
Skype
8:30
post on
Central.
Tumblr. I told you about it on Skype, asking you if you.
No, I did. That's the thing.
Okay.
I even updated it to say 7:30, but I completely forgot, even though I'm the one who made the post.
She posted on Tumblr and then completely forgot that we changed the time up.
That was-
Well, I was helping make a cake for my friend, so
See, there we go.
I got
there's no
distracted
cake
by
for
food
me.
making.
A cake for her.
There's no cake from me.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and refresh the comments because we're gonna jump right into the Q&A. Just
Sure, yeah. Got a couple more minutes and then it's panel
Okay.
time for me.
oh yeah, you've got a lot. And generally I try not to get our guests on during conventions because there's so many people that do want to meet you and talk with you, and I feel like I'm taking time away from them by scheduling these. So I apologize to everybody.
I'm sorry that my weeks get crazy.
Oh, no, hey, I'm used to it. You are definitely not the first guest we've had trouble like trying to find a time to get on. Monica is like the one we've been trying for like 2 years to try and get Monica Rial on, and she's like her schedule's crazy. Yeah. So it's just basically, if I find a time, I'll let you know, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, tell her hi for me. I haven't seen her in a long time. That's how busy she is.
If I see her at a con, that'll be probably the let's see, what was it? MTAC? I think it was like MTAC not this year, but last year, or the year before that. It was probably 2 years ago. You and Monica were at MTAC, the Middle Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
That's the last time I saw Monica.
Okay.
So I think you might have seen her a little more recently than I have.
Maybe.
Yes. All right. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not trying to say. Oh, dang. I'm looking through here. Sanity Abrupt says, I'm a frosting guy too. No cake for me.
I love it. I love frosting the most too.
We made the frosting too.
I don't understand this. How can you not like cake, but eat the frosting? Because it's just like a friend of mine that I went to church with when I was like 16. He doesn't like coffee, but he likes the coffee creamer. And if you give him the coffee creamer, like the coffee mate creamer, yeah, especially French vanilla, he will turn it up and drink it like it's a soda.
His body's lacking in some sort of nutrient. He's getting from that coffee. He needs to go to the doctor.
Well, I know this. If you constantly, like, even if you're not aware of it, but if you like crunch ice, like if you get like a cup of ice and you just sit there and crunch on ice, that means you're iron deficient. That was one of the things I learned. Yeah.
Oh, that means if you can eat ice like that, you have really healthy teeth.
I used to do that as a kid. I would crunch on ice, and I was anemic. Okay, that's good to know.
That's weird, because I used to crunch ice, but the only thing I've got is a vitamin D deficiency. But like, my parents would give me ice cubes, and I just chew on them.
Chew on them for the shit.
All right, we've got 2 more questions from Sanity, and I'll move up to. Wow, he's the one asking the most questions, but I like his questions. Where can I buy Haberkorn unicorn horn corn holders?
When I write my biography and I talk about the chapter I talk about the tribute wars, I will send those out into the ether, and hopefully they'll make it to you.
How do you prepare yourself mentally for different characters?
Well, for PC or for this company that I worked with earlier this week, we're doing a video game where I believe I played 9 different characters in the game, and one of the characters has 3 personalities: an old man, soldier, and then kind of like a not a monster, but kind of a creepy goblin-y character. And so in that case, I did have to but they didn't do it to where it's like all the old man lines, all the goblin lines, it's like they would just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so I would just take a second, kind of think about where we're at in the story and stuff, and do it. But typically for something like Natsu, I mean, I've been doing it so long that I really just kind of, as I'm driving to the studio, I'm just like, I'm like, okay, about to do some fairy tale, about to get fired up, and then it's just I can get in, and it's after so many episodes you can just go right into it,
In the same vein, I kind of felt a little bad for Nolan North, who voiced Deadpool for the Deadpool game, because he's got like all these personalities. And if I remember correctly, he had to do all 4 of the different personality voices, plus he had to do Deadpool as well, and then personalities. And of course, it's zany and goofy and a lot of good fun, but still, that when you think about it from like the work side of things, that's a lot to do right there.
It can be. It certainly can be, yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. I love Omar all in caps. Hi.
Hi, Omar.
Let's see. Sanity also says, what upcoming projects are you most excited about? I love the Star Trek show you did with Vic.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we
Star Trek
start filming.
Oh, that was so good.
We start filming episode 4 and 5 in January. Project that I'm super excited about gets started, will be announced. My involvement will be announced this next week. So it'd be good. I can start talking about that and learning about it.
All right. Omar's next Omar's question is, he wants to know, do you voice any other characters in Fairy Tale? Because sometimes you do. You will sometimes surprise us with minor characters.
I don't think so. I don't think I am this time. Because one time we tried it. I think one time we tried it, and then there were fans that were like, "That's you in the background," and so we quit doing that.
Fans are getting really good at that now. Like they pay serious attention. Anime fans, we pay
They can
attention.
nail me. They know where I'm at.
Voice actor.
This isn't a question. I just love it. It's in all caps. Omar again saying, "Oh my God, I am the same. I love frosting, but I hate the actual cake because it's like the boring side of the fun sugar."
Oh no, see, I like them both, but I can see what he's saying, because especially when you start getting into fondant and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, it's delicious.
Daryl says that he likes frosting and brownies together and separate. So, okay. Daryl Green is also saying he's glad because he almost missed it. His question is, what was it like to play Jadeite in Sailor Moon from what you can actually play?
Oh, yeah, Jadeite was a lot of fun because, I wasn't a fan of it when it was on originally, only because not because I just didn't watch it. So I mean it wasn't my cup of tea. But I know the legacy behind it, and so working on it in the original animation, and for all its good and flaws and everything in between, it's funny because we're keeping the scripts as they were, and so some of the things that we're saying are kind of dated and sexist, but we keep it in there. But especially like the gym episode, if you guys are going to be on the lookout for it, some of the things that I say to the Sailor Moon girls to try to get them to suck energy from them is fun. You have to check it out.
Alrighty. Yeah, Daryl's trying to explain to Carla exactly who you were in Sword Art. He goes, he's the guy that tried to molest Kirito's girlfriend in ALO. Hate that guy. So, again, compliments on the character.
My boyfriend, we just finished watching the English dub of Attack on Titan, like all that Funimation has. And so he's like sitting me down and he's like, "You're going to watch this anime," because I have this thing where if the anime is really popular, I can't watch it just because like there's so many cosplays, and I'm like, I want to cosplay this, but if I watch it, I'll cosplay it, but there's already so many people cosplaying, so I can't watch it nor cosplay. So I'm just now starting Sword Art Online.
Oh, right on. Well, enjoy that twisted journey.
Sanity asks, have you met Michael Jones, the voice actor for Sting?
Oh. No, I think...
They pulled him from... Yeah.
One time, I think I met him briefly in passing, I think.
One was walking out of the booth, the other was walking into the booth.
Oh, was it a con? It was at a con. If I'm thinking of the thing, he came up to me and told me that he was doing that.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember. I mean, I think I've done 27 conventions this year, so it's hard to.
We winded it down from last year. We were like 15 last year. Nah, we're done.
Yeah.
Beth.
Well, I got time for one more question. If there's one poking around there, then I got to get out of here.
Alrighty. I'm gonna try and choose one that is. Ooh. I like this one. Okay. I'm sorry to everybody that we didn't get to ask your questions. But thank you for submitting them, and we will try to send them to Todd via tweet, and he may so he can reply later. So if you didn't get your question asked live, at least Todd will be able to answer them, and we can tell you what he said on Monday's live show, if nothing else. So there's that, maybe. Yeah, I know. We're giving you cake when you just wanted the frosting. I know. Right. So the last question.
Give me the cake and the frosting, man.
Have you ever had to deal with bullying, and if so, how did you deal with it?
Oh, that's a good question. I totally have. Yeah, I was the theater kid, and I was, I had an Asian bowl haircut, and there were times when I was in a school where I was the only Asian kid, and I did have a lot of bullying, and but the thing about it for me was that it didn't bug me because as much as it might have if I didn't have such a tough home life, because I was worrying about stuff going on there more than what's going on at school, because I had a lot whatever bullying I had in school, my home life was 10 times harder than that. So I didn't have, it just didn't, kind of just went over my head. There was only one time where I remember this, the friends, these were some African American friends that I had, and we were about to start a rehearsal, and I was like, it must have been 11 or 12, and they were singing a song, and I started to sing with them, and they go, "You can't sing this song. You're a white honky." But the way he said it, like I'm saying it like it's a joke. He's saying it, he wasn't joking, and I was like, "Oh my God." I'm like, I just took off, and then he knew he did wrong, because right then he was like, "Whoa, wait," and I go, "Nope, too late, I'm out." But that was the only time that it was like straight up like bam. Other than that, it just kind of rolls off my back.
Right. Yeah. Well, for anybody, I know a lot of people who are anime fans or throw themselves into the nerd category. We're used to dealing with bullying. I grew up with it a lot, especially because band, theater, all that stuff. And I was into Sailor Moon and things like that when I was in school. So, yeah, it's one of those things, man. You just have to realize you're absolutely not alone, and that you do have this community. And with the internet, yes, bullying has gotten worse, but your friend circle has also gotten larger. So it sounds cliche, but generally try and focus on the positive aspects. Focus on the things that you do have working to your advantage rather than what others are doing. Be yourself. That's about all I can say.
Yeah, right on.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
And most importantly, believe in yourself, because that's how you manage to actually accomplish your goals.
Yeah, and then you look back at yourself years later and you're like, wow, I've changed a lot since then.
Especially coming from like people who are past 30, you will look back on those. You will look back on those and realize it wasn't nearly as big of a deal as you thought it was at the time. That's just one of those things that age changes how you view things. It really does. But not to leave on a somber note.
Yeah, way to bring it down.
I know, right? So let's leave with a Fire Dragon's Roar or something. Thank you, Todd, so much for coming on. And
hey, thank you guys for having me. I'm gonna get over to this panel.
Especially for being on during a convention. Holy cow, we appreciate that. Have a fun convention. Try and get some sleep.
I got 2 hours last night, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Get on a plane. You can always sleep on the plane, so just hop a flight somewhere.
That plane is sleep. That's not real sleep. But
it's not real sleep.
Yeah, happy birthday again to your crew, and you guys have a great night.
You too, sir.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
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 So once again, guys, thank you so much for submitting all your questions. We will try and actually send your questions. I'll be copying and pasting a lot over the weekend. So thank you for all of your wonderful questions and making my job a little more interesting. But no, seriously, we're going to try and tweet out the questions. So if you have a question you want to, if you want to ask, hold on. Urza just sent me a message. It's over, isn't it? I go, just ended, actually.
We're still alive, but Todd is not here.
By a split second.
She goes, I just walked into my door.
Oh.
Bye.
See,
But
you're
yeah,
not supposed to walk into the door. You're supposed to open it and walk through the doorway.
Well, actually, she
I
walked in her door.
I walk into my doors and make a whole of my impression.
Yeah, but yeah, if you want to ask us a question, if you want a question, or if you'd like to resubmit a question that you already asked because you think it might get lost, just use the hashtag #tweet@Todd. That's what we'll use. So if you guys want to ask a few more questions, that's awesome. But we're gonna stop taking questions about 2 hours after the show ends because it's gonna be a whole storm of questions if we just let everybody post that watches the episode later. So again, guys, we're very sorry that if you couldn't make it live, and again, we're very sorry if you were here and your question was not asked. I apologize. We had a limited amount of time, and I had kind of like 30 minutes to kind of set up how we were going to do this and then just kind of run with it. So I apologize to all of you, and I apologize for just trying to rush through this and not letting the rest of the crew be able to really get through it, but I knew we were on a short timetable, and so I was trying to kind of just get through the first half as quickly as possible so fans could ask as many questions. But happy birthday, Gray!
Yay!
Yay.
And happy N7 Day, Lisana.
Yeah!
And
Happy
happy
N7.
and happy I eat a whole cake. Like, I eat the cake and the frosting day to Carla.
I don't get that!
I don't get that either, but I think that should be the name of like this mini-sode. It's like, we want the frosting or something like that.
I want the cake and the frosting, damn it!
Cake is
Oh,
alive.
give me the cake! Keep your damn frosting!
For all of you who are coming to this from Reddit, go ahead and make the post. Let people know that they can still ask Todd a question for the next 2 hours. So if you came over here from Reddit, feel free to jump back onto the Fairy Tale Reddit and let people know. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be doing the live show again Monday. That will be taking place at its normal time at 9 p.m. Central. I say 9 p.m., but we're usually a couple of minutes late usually. Hopefully we'll start on time, but it's kind of a rare achievement if we can. So it's usually like one of those Final Fantasy sounds that plays in my head, the victory theme, or no, let's be real, it's the Zelda dun-dun-dun-dun, if we start on time. But yeah, that's how it is. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. If you're here for the first time, feel free to check out all the stuff in our YouTube library and let us know if you like it. Yay! We're always happy to have more views and to have more comments and just to be able to interact back and forth with you guys. We hope you enjoyed this episode. I am Natsu, Dragneo, Fake, and these are the real ones. No, I'm kidding.
What?
You got on.
I wish! Oh my god, I wish!
I'm Podcast Natsu. We are joined with Podcast Lisana, Podcast Carla, and surprise, surprise, Podcast Gray, who we haven't had on in forever. But yeah, thank you guys so much. That is it from us. We don't have Master on to do the musings, sadly.
Well, here, I will entertain you with, if I can get it to it, hold on. I might have to turn the brightness. No, this is a really cool background program that I found, and it'll give you a different background every day, and you can say whether you want to select that background or not. So that's it to you.
Wish us
There
luck
we
on.
See?
Yeah.
It's really cute. You can't see it, but there's sparkles.
Last but not least, for any people who are following us that are new, we're setting up a original manga series, and the group that we're under is OTP Manga. So if you'd like to follow us on Twitter or shoot us an email if you would like to contribute, let us know. otpmanga@gmail.com and @otpmanga on Twitter. We will hopefully have the website up soon, but right now we're working on the transition of the fairy tale one, and then we have to build that one from scratch. So there, yay! Good night, everybody. Weird fish.